Hello fellow golfers, it's Mike Hansen, and are you ready for week 3 of our preseason workout? Because I know I am, and I'm excited about it because we're going to cover strength. And the nice thing is today I'm going to cover a whole workout where you don't need any equipment. You can do it right in the comfort of your own home. So the last 2 weeks were flexibility, mobility, and then a little bit of stability. And we added on, so we did week 1, we did week 2. Hopefully you're doing those 2 weeks. Usually we take about 4 to 6 weeks with our clients, but since we're in a rush for the season to get here, we're going to kind of do those things. You can continue to do those first two week workouts, and then we're going to add some strength things today. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're having fun, and I really mean this. Please let us know. We're here to keep you accountable. Let us know if you have any questions or if you have any comments. So we'd love to hear from you. All right, so I hope you enjoy this exercises. The first exercise is probably, I feel, one of the most important aspects of golf fitness. So I talked a lot about the glutes when I was talking about stability in the first 2 weeks. So today we're going to do some glute strengthening exercises, and the most important thing is the progression that you do. So the first progression is you simply lay on your back with your legs straight, toes together, and you just try and squeeze your glute muscles. You want to try not to use your lower back or your hamstrings, the back of your legs here. So when you do this squeeze, you should feel your hips raise up. So you're just going to squeeze the glute muscles, and you want to hold this for 30 seconds, if you can do that. If you can get them, squeeze them, hold them for 30 seconds. You should not feel your back hurt or the back of your legs engage. Now if you can do that for 30 seconds without those two engaging, just bend your knees. Keep your feet about 6 inches apart, arms off the floor, and you're just going to squeeze your glutes this way. And all you're going to do is just feel those glutes squeeze. Hold it for about 30 seconds. Now, when I did that, you saw my pelvis tilt forward. So the belt buckle goes towards my head, and I'm just going to feel that. Now, if you feel the back start to engage, or the glutes back here, which is most common, just put your palms down on the floor and kind of use that as a little added stability. But hold that, do it 3 times for 30 seconds, just squeezing the glutes, and that's going to give you more control over those glutes in the golf swing. Another great exercise for your lower body that's a staple in really any exercise program is the squat. So the most important part of the squat is that when you do a squat, number 1, your knees stay behind your toes. You never want to feel this motion this way. And the other thing is that your knees stay over your toes. So you never want to squat down and feel this. So what it looks like from the front, we're going to counterbalance with the arms out in front, and you're just going to squat down. You want to feel like you go a little bit past parallel. So what that looks like on this side is, I like to teach my clients that there's a chair behind them and they're just going to sit down in that chair. And you're going to feel this way. So if you feel like you're going to fall over doing that, sit in front of a chair or a couch. That if you do fall over, it's okay, but you have to make sure that you get your weight distributed through your hips. If you do this, all your weight is now on that poor knee joint. That's not going to help. In the golf swing, when you come down and your knees do this, there's no good thing that's going to result in a nice shot from that position. Ideally, you want your weight through your hips and rotating. You never want your feet or your knees this way. So that's the same thing in the squat. So we're going to do 2 sets of 10 to 15 squats. Arms out in front, squat down, just a little bit past parallel, come all the way up, just like that. 10 to 15 of those with about a 30-second to a minute break in between. 2 sets. Try that one. The next exercise is a great exercise for the entire upper body strength. That's going to help you with your swing. So it's a push-up, but we're going to do negatives. So I like to start them from your knees, and so you're going to feel like you're going to get a little bit wider than shoulder width here. And the other thing that you want to be conscious of is that you squeeze your shoulder blades. So this is where the push-up mainly is for the chest, the shoulder, and the back of the arm, the tricep. But we're going to try and engage the upper back. That's so important for posture. So what we're going to do is you're going to start on your knees, squeeze your shoulder blades, and come down slowly. And then you're just going to come straight up, and then you're going to come down slowly to a 5 count. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push yourself back up and do that same thing, but what you want to feel is that your shoulder blades in the back are squeezing together. And then come back up. If you have trouble coming back up, then you can, once you're in this position, you can kind of just walk yourself back up. And if that becomes easy, then you can always do it from your toes. But I recommend trying it from your knees so you can really feel that scapula or those muscles in the back squeeze together, because that's what's most important in this exercise. So try 10 reps with a 5 count down and do that 2 times. And that's going to give you a little bit more stability in that upper back and also work on the chest and shoulders. Okay, so the next exercise is for the upper back. And you hear me talk about posture all the time, and you probably see this exercise, but it's such an important exercise. So the last one we did was the scapular squeeze with the negative push-up. This one is called a T and Y. So what you want to do is you want to get bent forward in probably a mid-iron posture, arms out this way with thumbs up. And you're just going to squeeze your shoulder blades. And you want to feel like your thumbs are going towards the ceiling. So 2 tips on this exercise. Number 1 is pull your thumbs back as far as you can. Number 2 is go up and not back. I see so many people do it this way. So you want to go up towards the ceiling and maintain that posture. So that's called a T. And the next one is a Y. So we're going to do the same thing, but now we're in a Y position. So you're going to go thumbs up and up. The main thing in this one is that you maintain your posture. So you don't want to feel this. Make sure you keep your arms straight and you go up as high as you can. Do 10 reps of each one of those without rest in between. And then rest for about a minute and do another set of each. So you want 10 T's and then 10 Y's. That's an awesome exercise for that upper back strength. Okay guys, so that's 4 exercises that you can do without any equipment. You can do it in the comfort of your own home. We did the butt squeeze, which I feel is the most important part of any golf fitness routine. Then we did the squat, which is huge because the lower body is where you get all your power from, and using that proper form is actually going to help your mind tell your body what to do during the golf swing. The next one we did was a negative push-up, which is so important for that upper back strength, the front strength of your chest and shoulders. And where that comes into play in the golf swing is that great posture. And that's the last exercise is also really good for that posture. So very rarely do we do exercises for our back. Everything we do is in front of us, and we see that rounded posture happen. So those are 4 exercises that you can do that are going to help with that posture. So next week, in our second week of the strength phase, we're going to add some equipment into it, do some rotational things, and get you stronger that way. And then the last 2 weeks, speed and power. Can't wait for those. So good luck with those this week. Try those 2 to 3 times a week. If you're really into it, you're going to do it 4 times a week. But remember to add those, keep doing those first 2 weeks that we covered, and then hopefully you're on your way to the Masters, the start of the golf season. So we got a few more weeks. Stay tuned and let us know if you have any questions.